Curriculum Radio. We tune in for you.
And now, start the new week with laughs, entertainment, news, and more. This is Em&Trev, your week starter podcast.
Welcome to the new week, everyone. It's January 22nd, I've got a sore throat, and I'm a bit unwell to present this show. I'll explain more about this story right now.
All your favorite podcasts are in the right place. This is Curriculum Radio.
The following program is rated 13.
It's January 22nd today, and it's a pretty busy afternoon here in Comapist. Sadly, I didn't sleep all night. I'll tell you why. Because my throat started feeling funny. I kept sneezing over and over, and I don't know what is wrong with me.
What? Are you sick?
I don't know, but I feel like I am. I have a bit of a cold, so I have a hot cup of tea to get rid of the sickness.
Then why are you still presenting even if you're sick?
It's just a small cold. It'll wear out eventually. But I'm going to tell you exactly how I got a bit sick. One day, I went to a car wash and I tried to clean up all the mess in my car, but it did nothing. I still see the mud all over the vehicle, which sucks. Then I went to another car wash, and it was way better than the other car wash I went. I stood outside for the money for 7 minutes in cold weather, but so far, no money, nothing. But eventually I got it. I went home and realized I had symptoms of a cold, sneezing, coughing, runny nose and all.
Wait, do you have a flu? Can I check your head? Well, I don't feel anything. I think you're fine. It's just a cold.
Well, that's a relief at least. I took some medication to try to cure my sickness, but do you know how long it takes for me to get over my sickness? 8 days. 8 days or so, even a week. I'm worried that my sickness could get worse and I won't have the strength to do whatever I want. I mean, I got loads of plans ahead of me, and I don't want anything to get ruined. Let's just hope I'll be okay so I can finish my daily life. But anyway, if you look around the city, you can see that everything is so foggy outside. I mean, holy crap, you could not see anything. It was so foggy. It's also why people drive so slowly. So what's my advice? Just don't drive 100 miles per hour, because accidents happen.
Exactly. But while I was on my ride home, I got this weird text from a stranger that I didn't even know. He was asking me for the location of my house, and I was like, wait, does he know my address? I was worried that I had been stalked, and he wanted to visit me. I don't want him going anywhere near my home because I've been traumatized by it before. Last year, I was involved in a home invasion and there was a masked man stealing things, and I tried to wrestle him to the floor, but he hit me. I then dialed the police, and that was when the man he got handcuffed. I'm concerned that it is the same man from last year who wants to talk to me, and I said, back off and leave me alone. I honestly thought that the man was in prison after the home invasion, but I was wrong. He must have escaped, and now I'm worried he would hurt me again. I hope the police send that creep back to where he belongs.
Jeez, that is a terrifying story. But anyway, let's talk about Emergency Lane, a new generation. Last night, we saw Nasty Tim Reed finally getting his comeuppance when most of his staff, with the assistance of Sundale, shot him to death. At first, they all thought that Tim was dead, but he was still alive as he grabbed Shanty, but not long before Shanty herself grabbed the gun and finished him off.
Finally, that creep is dead. He deserved it for hurting all these people.
Now, let's take a look at Tim's history. Timothy Reed debuted as a businessman and CEO of the Waterhole Complex in August 2023 when the new season began. At first, he seemed to look like an innocent, wealthy man, but everyone soon realized who he was. Some of his staff, including Tim's PA Caitlin Stevens, realized that Tim started having serious business meetings with the Iron Dogs. Caitlin exposed him, but Tim shot her, allegedly, to death. But many of you guys are wondering, what happened to Caitlin? Is she dead? Is she still alive? Well, we can confirm that Caitlin is still very much alive.
Gosh, Timothy Reed was one evil person. I mean, When will the next episode feature Caitlin?
No clue, but I don't wish to provide any spoilers. But anyway, Tim later went on to become part of the Iron Dogs when ELANG evolved from a once light-themed soap to a dark and grittier show. It had more violence, swearing, and more. The blood splattering scene when someone dies is horrifying. Everything looked like something out of The Godfather. The shootings, explosions, and killings all looked like they came from an action movie. I mean, who would have thought that a Minecraftian big city would be turned into a war zone started by a mafia organization? It's terrible. But anyway guys, that is the end of today's show.
What? That's it? But we've barely finished.
I need to go home and get some rest. I need to pick up some energy to get better. But yeah, we'll be back next week when, hopefully, I get better. But in the meantime, Yellowcast will be here on Wednesday. And after that it's Boomerang Days. Anyway, bye.
Curriculum Radio was owned by Curriculum Entertainment and all of its content belongs to their respective owners. All rights reserved.